Here they'll now be taken to our national warehouse. And inside, they got Embu, Runyenjes, and Mbere. We have 3 pellets for Trans Nzoia, Endebess, Cherangani, Kiminini. And we have 1 for Kwale, Lungalunga, and 1 for Garissa, Balambala. So that is, then we also have Mombasa, 5 for Mombasa, Likoni, Jomvu, Kisauni, Nyali, and Changamwe. We have for Tana River 1, Garisen, and Taita Taveta we have 2, Voi and Taveta. So those are the pellets which have arrived in the country. This we shall continue receiving the ballot papers between now and the 29th of this month, which is the final day of receiving the ballot papers. Ballot papers will be the last to arrive, and those ones then we shall invite by the aircraft up to the loading place. So we shall invite them to the country. I just want to say that all ballot papers will come through Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. There are no ballot papers which will come in the country from any other place, as alleged by some political leaders. The exercise is transparent. As a commission, we have had stakeholder engagement, and we have arranged visitation of political leaders who may wish to travel, especially the presidential candidates. We have arranged visitation for them between the 15th and 20th of this month to go to Greece and witness the printing of the presidential ballot papers. So the Commission is informing the country that we are transparent in this process, and we have nothing to hide. So thank you very much. We are holding a press briefing at Bomas right now after this, and I believe if you have any questions, then we can engage when we get there. Thank you. So from here to the warehouse, and then the warehouse will be secured, and then we proceed from there. Yeah. Yes.
Launch the loading.
Yes.
Are you saying some of the ballot papers that have come today are for the governor's races?
Yes.
Is Nairobi one of them? And is the court case that is currently awaiting determination perhaps one of the things that you will consider before these Nairobi papers are out?
I don't know whether Nairobi is part of them, because we have not inspected the ones which are inside. But we should be able to give you that information by the end of the day, once the offloading is done. Yes. Thank you. Yes. Yeah, that's a good question. We submitted the list of candidates to the government printer on the 30th of June. It's a list containing 16,000 and how many? Over 16,000 candidates. Remember, out of the 21,000 that 16,100 out of the 21,000. Now, the government printer has been having challenges in finalizing the printing of the Gazette notice, because it's bulky with the data which is in the Gazette notice, which includes symbols of candidates, and I'm informed they'll be finalizing anytime today. But as a commission, we submitted the list on 30th, and what happened at the government printer is beyond our control. But we hope by the end of the day, the Gazette notice will be out. Yeah, thank you.
Can you just confirm that all the election stationery is actually being printed in Greece and not here in Kenya? Some are claiming that some statutory forms are being printed right here in Kenya.
All the polling materials are being printed in Greece, Athens, Greece, and the other factories in Greece, and that the commission can confirm, except the other smaller materials, voter education materials and others which don't affect the polling station. They're all being printed, and they're all packaged in respective, as you see, in each pallet, the boxes inside each are packaged specific for that polling station. Yes. Thank you. Cost of ballot paper, the CEO can speak to it. Yes.
The cost of ballot. The cost of ballot. First of all, the contract is about 3.2 billion, which translates to about 20 euros, 24 million euros. That's about 3.2 billion Kenya shillings. Yeah, an average ballot paper costs around 23 shillings, including VAT. Yes, but the papers will actually vary, but the average is basically around 23 shillings per paper.
This may be a final one touching on cost. With the judgments that are coming in,
yes.
Let's say the Tuesday one for independent candidates, they are not now required to submit any copies of their supporters. Maybe any alterations to the printing. What is its cost implication? Yes.
If there are going to be any cost, if there are going to be any alteration, then it is expected that the ballot will have to be printed again, even though that's not our expectation. But if it happens, then it means that we are going to incur additional costs for the purpose of that. I think you know that we are running out of time. Right now, we cannot talk about not printing ballot papers. We don't want to create any doubts. I think Kenyans must be sure that going ahead, we are going to have election. And that's why you are seeing the ballot papers here. No, it depends, because if you check our Gazette notice in terms of county assembly wards and the constituencies and the county, it tells you that each and every constituency has got its own numbers. It depends on the number of people who have actually registered as voters. And the chairman has stated that we are going to print exact number. That is, we are going to print for 22 million 458 voters. And therefore, if that is going to be the case, we expect that there are going to be 6 positions. So you can take that figure and multiply by 6. It will give you the number of ballots that are there. But to go specific, I think you need to understand how many are there. That right away I cannot be able to give you. But this information is available in the public domain.
Yes. So in case a voter goes to a polling station and by mistake makes spoils their vote before casting, and you have printed the exact number of votes for that polling station, what happens to that voter?
Well, through experience, the turn-up has never been 100%. It has always been 80 and below, and therefore we expect to have more papers than expected. So that should not be an issue. Yes. Thank you very much.
Thank you.